I worry about the Rift. It's not supposed to gobble up Arcadia for years, and I'm sure something else will kill you way before then.
Feeling distracted, daydreaming on the job.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back.
Centers are there.
This fucking thing doesn't go away.
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
All right, we are at the. Oh, we're in Westport, of course. Now I think we basically have a quest to convince these people to leave to Fairfield. And last time I said I'm not sure about it. I don't know. I have a feeling just from the first game, because also you had to make a decision in the first area of moving people around. And I'm thinking back, if you didn't get them to move, something bad happens, right? So I'm a bit concerned that if I don't get these guys to move, something bad might happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get them to move. Yeah, I'll do that. Changed my mind. Okay, so we can basically, I guess, try and talk to them, or I think you can sabotage things as well. Now, I'm pretty sure last time we talked to the engineer at the front, and he said something about this building where we can change basically what everyone hears. This comes from here. So let's change it to this.
These new official announcements sure are confusing. Got something on my mind. Did you hear that message over the loudspeakers? About choosing your chosen profession? That
Yes.
Milver Street fellow said in Fairfield you can, if I understood correctly, opt for any job you show proficiency. Could that truly be true? Or is it a base falsity foisted by Auntie's choice to, you know, undermine Protectorate subjects' unflagging resolve?
That's pretty much true anywhere outside the Protectorate, actually.
You don't say. Huh. So it's only here with our perfect society that it works our way. How fortunate for us all to benefit from such judicious guidance.
Seems like you have a lot to mull over.
Admit, huh?
Normally, I can only listen to these. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils?
You've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice.
Of these ads.
The bridge tolls.
Ads are like, why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Oh, my assigned profession once was automectalier, but wonder of wonders, I was reassigned. Did you know that could happen? I did not. Vigilant Hogarth tasked me to maintain the morale of other subjects by reading inspiring words from the Sovereign. I have become quite practiced at it.
Fancy way of stating you're their slave. They say you're part of a
I met with Mr. Milverstreet, the director of those advertisements here at Door.
Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a wildly obstreperous theatrical air?
With what kind of hair? A wig, maybe? His head was a true thing of beauty.
Is that so? Do tell me more.
See for yourself. He has a job for you in Fairfield if you relocate there.
An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar.
The dimensional signing bonus is a case of Pillsbury Crunch.
With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would Vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go.
I'll talk to him.
I'd say so, but I'm not some highly skilled subversive type or some such. You are. I'm certain you can find a way, somehow. As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Pinckney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind.
The singer down here, by the way, is a side quest apparently.
Of course.
You can get somewhere else. Maybe let's just do that first. I think you have to go here.
Schultz went where? Schultz! Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone? Void be damned. Sallying into the wire like that with nary a wish in her pocket? What was she thinking? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless of provocation? Should my instructions have been more robust? Perhaps assisted by pictures?
I'm afraid there's more bad news, Commander. She also took Scrabbles, sir.
Would that he'd done her more good. Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse.
An agent with Earth directed on a mission to infiltrate the box. Don't mind me just passing through.
Whatever your purpose, I feel a contractual obligation to warn you against setting a heel past this base. If you go any further, you go alone and at your own peril. No Anti's forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Our orders are to sit and mind the store for as long as need be.
Why have you halted your advance? Aren't the AC forces winning?
Though I've cogitated on the matter at some length, I lack answers. Only those breathing the rarefied air of the upper rungs could say for sure.
So you're being withheld from action, you don't even know why?
Mystifying as the decision is, I'm confident Carr has some grand strategy at play, even if I have not, for some irksome reason, been made privy to it. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change.
I heard your subordinate mention the Scrabbles earlier. What is that?
I'd thank you to affix some ballast to that name when you speak it. Scrabbles has been integral to this unit's success for years. Outsiders may see him as a toy, but we've bled alongside that stuffed sprat. He's damn near family. Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. Alas, even Scrabble's power has limits. Still would help morale to get him back, though.
Hold on, Scrabbles is a toy? And yet you think it's been protecting you somehow?
I'll pardon your skepticism given your lack of acquaintance, and say only this. Ask not what Scrabbles achieves for us, but what we can achieve with him.
Strong words. I have a wild idea. Hang your orders and assault the bridge with me.
I half believed you meant that offer. Unless you weren't being playful. I confess, the challenge of holding the forward position does not satisfy as might a straight-on tussle. But I would prefer to avoid staining my reputation by participating in such a needless blunder. Carr was, shall we say, non-ambiguous with her orders.
It's only plunder if you lose. Do you plan to lose?
Such an argument isn't as compelling as you believe. The soldier who does not consider defeat all but guarantees it.
That's true. Car's holding you back. She knows you'll surpass her given the chance.
Far be it from me to speak poorly of a superior, but I have pondered over her choices as of late. She's been sullen about sharing her strategy, too. Still, however brightly my star burns, I remain in her orbit. She is my superior officer. I defied her once, and I received the verbal tanning of a lifetime for it.
Okay.
I will take action when action is appropriate, and I'd suggest you modulate your tone more appropriately the next time we speak.
Whatever. A spread to die for. Find Scrabbles. Oh, this... I had this message there, skill and points available. I don't know, it always reappears. It's very, very... Alright, now let's find Scrabbles then. And these are really hard to see. What do we have here? Scrabbles.
No, he went off to relieve himself, but I reckon that was a handful of hours ago. You don't think he took it literal, like when we told him to jump in a rift, do you? He couldn't be that literal. Could he? I mean,
He?
it is Gary.
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet.
I think this might belong to you. Actually, regardless of the danger, I still need to get to the box. Any advice?
Foremost, I'd advise seeking a stealthier means of crossing the bridge. A direct approach is likely to repercuss in a hanging cage and a slow death, courtesy of that there warden. Our initial reconnaissance of the bridge indicated a breach in the western wall that could get you inside, though that was months ago. The intel could be outdated now. Schematics we managed to acquire also list an access tunnel on the eastern wall, but be wary of mines between here and there. The wire is full of unexploded ordnance. It's my fervent hope that in time we will. New orders could come down any day. But now, you've neglected to observe our most crucial accomplishment thus far. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change. Before you depart, a final word. Stay out of the minefield if you value... I'll be spaced. Scrabbles! And hardly the worse for wear! You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War, and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal.
Right.
Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch. Seems everyone's scoring big today.
Hela primers. Primers are special tools that synthesize healing medicine through your inhaler. Hey Adeline, this is Outer Worlds 2. In your inventory, you can equip slot primers, change the effect of bar. That. Right. We have a house over duration. That isn't it. Yeah, it is. It's very good. It's a bit like Fallout in space, I would think. Just just more funny, and it's about capitalism and things. Definitely worth it. This type of games.
Take a look at those corpses they've got struck. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
You there! Keep your head... You! My scouts saw you infiltrating our lands to the north. This is Protectorate soil, and Protectorate it shall remain! Cadre, to arms! Let this trespasser know justice.
Give the order in, I'll take care of him, Commander.
Not really. No, I don't like Souls games too much. I find them very, very frustrating. I guess I did play Expedition 33, which I guess can be said is a bit of a Souls game. But otherwise, no. Not really. Dark Souls 3, yeah, fair enough. As I said, like I started trying. I tried starting a few times actually. Dark Souls 3, I just isn't for me. Hold on. Okay, maybe if I need to.
We pulled a good harvest, but if Auntie's Choice got something that needs doing, Commander?
Ship. Let's see if that changes anything.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung. Wait. Some are dead.
You there. Keep your hand. You! My scouts saw you infiltrating our lands to the north. This is Protectorate soil, and Protectorate it shall remain. Contra,
Okay, it looks like I'm not able to. No, I think because I already was somewhere here, she's instantly text me. So you basically need to talk to her before you do walk there at all. But too late for that. I don't even know what save that would be.
You want freedom of choice.
Ah.
You want Auntie's Choice. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower or Colossus arrow.
That didn't sound like prudence at all.
Pounds of the dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiplied.
I do live in Australia, although I'm from Germany originally. So it must be late night for you at the moment.
Those ads playing. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? Oh, we've all heard about Auntie's Choice grafting labs. Only cost you an arm and a leg. Oh, so I could profit greatly from the suffering of others, could I? No, thank you. Our way is to help those in need, so that we may all succeed together. The Protectorate provides assistance and guidance. We face tough times, sure, but the paradigm charts us a way through them. Each of us has a vital part to play. If we remain resolute, we'll have harmony and luxury. And that, my friend, is the truth of the matter. The blame for all our present ills rests squarely on the machinations of Auntie's Choice and their despicable saboteurs. Our beneficent leaders are without fault. Now, I'm afraid I've little time to school you further on such matters. If you've got any medical supplies to spare, please do consider donating them.
I think there's medicine inside this kit.
Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I've enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My
It's not
extra
wrong.
parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Well, fear I've little time for idle chatter. If you'll excuse me, others do need my attention.
Yeah, I think we need to basically get her over as well.
Strange
I don't want to put any points in
Body is
speech.
covered in burns acquired in
And so they
battle.
decide that assaulting us with nonsensical advertisements and endless jingles
Actually, yeah, maybe. I actually don't check that too much, to be honest. That's not where I'm streaming.
That endless. You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. You have your.
Aren't supposed to taste good.
I'll say it's like
Okay, so I need to sabotage, or I would like to convince them here instead of sabotaging, but I think I might not be able to.
additional health benefits. None of the delicious
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to
Admit I'm still cogitating over that offer on the loudspeaker.
Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
The bare minimum you need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry. Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzo's made them better. With Auntie Cleo's patented mock apple cider. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Salutations! This is DB Milva Street of Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information. Did you know that in Auntie's Choice, we don't pre-select your assignment at birth?
Okay, I might need to actually sabotage the things. But
That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
The announcer's voice.
Former Protectorate subjects now abiding in trust the plan. Progress.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build a house. How do I cook the fish?
almost done. Not daily, no. I work full time, so I won't have time to stream every day. But a few times a week, I don't know, 3-4 times a week if I can. Sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit more.
You've returned. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? See you.
Sorry, I don't do Discord at the moment. It might change at some point, but not interested at the moment to connect on Discord. Thank you for the offer, though. I appreciate it. I need a keycard on this. Okay.
It's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us. Embrace freedom. Revel in choice.
Introducing Auntie's new line. Specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizz.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out.
Vigilant sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us. Just returned.
You have the gratitude of everybody in... Admit, I'm still cogitating over that offer on the
No, I don't really use my Instagram at the moment either. Yeah, you can just check, usually on YouTube or on Twitch. It's usually, look, it's always the same time I start, if I start. And I will do a Discord at some point, but as I said, like, not at the moment. Where's that? What do you mean with there? I'm gonna actually just look it up so I don't run around like an idiot. What? I can give it a try. Look, I actually, as I said, I haven't used Instagram for this at all. So I actually don't even know the login. But I can give it a try tomorrow. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can actually get in through there. So I was on the right track to actually get on the roof. I should have just had a better look around. And the sparks should have said us something. There's a key card as well.
That vacuous cacophony. You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits.
Westport's finished. You all need to move to Fairfield.
What utter nonsense. How can you say that? Now, when I have automech parts in hand. No, your timing is absurd. Your wit, witless. Do tend to differ. Seems to me we're persevering. Demonstrating a mixture of aplomb, grit, and tenacity even. Last I checked, our infrastructure is still plugging away, and our people are too.
Your information is out of date. Westport's infrastructure is in shambles.
Tell me what you... Excuse me, but that cacophony emanating from our loudspeakers can drive one to distraction.
You don't have any power power
My
anymore.
people are prepared to die. As subjects of the Protectorate, we are born to give our lives to the Sovereign, whether he asks for them or not.
They deserve better.
Things are fine. Everyone's fine. They deserve better. Huh. They do, don't they? I've tried to tell myself it's better to die a subject of the Great Protectorate than live a life driven by freedom, but you may be right. Regardless, now that we're all traitors, they really don't need my permission, but if they want it, they shall have it. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield, but I will be staying.
You should leave with your people.
Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
People still require a leader.
Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion. Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the Protectorate. I have endured untold hardships, countless battles. What's a little Oh, it never stops. The tumult of duplicitous lies. You're right. I can't withstand this inane onslaught much longer alone. At least in Fairfield, I'll have company in adversity. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right, then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
Intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly.
You've returned. Hope I don't get assigned to a grafting lab in Fairfield.
Just hope the Arbiters don't get sore about us leaving. Well,
Think they're gonna open us with welcome arms?
All right, we can turn to here and talk to Milver Street during this quest.
I've been bartering in defectors. Traded one force rocket for a whole set of prestige force.
Told my manager a man is not a slice of manner, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am more than some commonplace. Well, now how am I going to pay off my bar tab?
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that you, perhaps aided Westport's departure into inhospitability. Sometimes the harshest moves are the most necessary. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts?
Should build a positive relationship with these subjects. Let them see you as a friend.
Trust will take time to build, time and patience. But that is an investment I am ready to make. You've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to.
Wait a minute. You had a plan to get me into the box. Are you going back on your deal?
Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it a hunch. Consider this your first lesson in propaganda. Find whatever your target desires most and use it towards your own ends. Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell!
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
The other? Well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Has something occurred? Judging by the waves of consternation wafting off of you, your other options must have failed. Yes, I know of a means in. But you must do something for me there. Even though I no longer am of the Protectorate, I do care for its subjects. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone... Madness, I tell you. A break while executions done in the service march, and we cannot allow any of you if the Protectorate execute. Good. Farewell now.
Already did all of this. Okay. In this case.
Hello again. Hope you ain't here for yourself.
Seeing Zeb again went different than that's appreciated. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. That's fair. Might have left him a note or something. I was just worried I'd lose my nerve, but you have a point. Wasn't right of me to just up and split. Anyway, I appreciate the check-in, Commander. Was there anything else you needed? Sure.
I must ask you to hold still.
Okay. Subversives. I might actually check if there's a way over here. I don't know, did I go over here? I possibly might have. Can't remember. But yeah, this guard is attacking us straight away. I think because I moved over onto this island, the North Island. If you don't move over and go here first, I think you can still talk to her. Too late for that now. But that's fine. Just go here and then head north from there.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Back again, I'll look for this. If you're that new salesperson, don't bother. Whoever's here,
So I'm missing 3. That looks interesting. A lot of that.
It's the crunch. That scrunch, the one that makes it a brunch. Who feed you purple berry crunch if they love you a bunch.
At attention, Trooper. Report. Why are you out here? Where's your unit?
What unit? I was just eating some purple berry. Wait. My unit. All along they ambushed us. There was so much blood. You can't make me go back there.
Damn, this is bad. Listen, nobody's making you go back, but you're an easy target for Raps or worse if you stay put. Your unit wouldn't want this for you.
Yeah, that's true. I've got to get back to Fairfield. Back inside our bivouac wall. Back where it's safe.
Yeah, that's it. Back to town, where you can get a big, comforting bowl of purpleberry crunch. You ready to move out?
Yeah. Thanks for all your help. Oh, Law! The Protectorate scum took all our weapons. How am I supposed to get back? The Raptidons will rip me to pieces! What? My hands are shaking fit to fall off my arms. Couldn't hit the broad side of a bank. If only there was something that needed less aiming. Of course. I hate to ask, but any chance you got a grenade I can borrow? Even if I miss, the noise should scare off any Raptidons.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? You're shaking that bad and you want an explosive?
I can handle it. I'll be far safer with it than without. I can't fight a Raptidon unarmed.
Yeah, okay. Please be careful, though.
Thank you.
Gotta say, Commander, this weren't one of your finer ideas. Let's hope he ain't got the wherewithal to actually pull the...
Just gotta get to Fairfield. Just gotta... Oh, what was that? Is someone out there? Stay back, I'm warning you. I got a grenade. All I gotta do is pull this pin and... Uh-oh.
No. Oh my god. Yep. Shouldn't have done that. You know, sometimes when you think it's a bad idea, it is a bad idea. So don't do it. Don't bloody do it. Okay. I mean, I could give me body engineering 3. Temperature and range 20% critical chance. Yes, definitely. Psychopath is so crazy. And then there's a serial killer as well, I think. 2% max health per heart collect. This one is really good. Oh. Yeah, it might have been a waste with the engineering, but it's everything needs to be perfect. Bad knees. Yes, friend, crouching have really done a number on your knees. They ache and squeak, but as long as you stay crouching, you can knock them the pain. Plus 50% crouch speed. Crouching emits a 10-meter radius sound that hostiles can hear and investigate. I will accept this because I'm actually not using stealth at all. So if I need to crouch, it must be because I'm running around trying to steal stuff or running through a tunnel, so I'm happy with that. Another flaw. Life has been easy for you, but you've learned to power through any of your disadvantages and come out better for it. This flaw drastically changes the experience and is not recommended for your first playthrough. Flaws must be accepted, but you gain an extra perk point every 5 levels. Bonus as retroactive. Extra perk point. The perks are cool this time around. Definitely very cool. But they're not... You know, they're supportive to your character, but they're not like game-breaking. And I think this can be game-breaking. Because if you need to accept every flaw, some of them are really shitty. So I will reject this. Although it sounds very, very interesting. And I would be interested to have that for another playthrough. For sure. Sky Cutter A102. I don't have a quest here yet, so I would assume we have to come back. So, I mean, I said it looks like a really big area. This thing is running all the power in the area. Entrance key.
Have we truly certified that all in our midst are suited for this mission?
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Disheartening were any of us to bear reservations.
If you take issue with my presence, please know me. My loved one's deeds bear no influence on my own.
Your loved ones, Juan? Once a loved one of mine became a traitor, I would no longer refer to them thusly. Unless you still harbor feelings.
Enough! Your sniping discredits you both. Wardens must speak through action. Move out!
Else but us.
Huh. Protectorate vestige. Guessing the cadre didn't make it then. Time to start poking around. We'll need all their armorial IDs to get in.
Okay, so we need to find 4 other bodies, I would say, and grab their ID cards. One.
Liquidate him!
Help me out!
Doki. Automated defenses, of course. I mean, I could have expected that. Just make sense. Looks like an elevator. Okay, we need 3 more bodies and their ID cards. We don't need the bodies. We just need the ID cards. Okay then. Keep your secrets.
Looks like a fight.
Eggs. keep going up. Another one. Still missing 2. How did they die? I have max health. Nice. How fucking high up does this thing go? Very high is the answer. Very high. Just checking every nook and cranny to see if there's anything around.
And Marchand could have... I'm sorry, LaRue. They died in the service of the Protectorate. Stop. Breathe. Then we shall press on. You surprise me. We cannot complete this mission and yet live. And should we live to see it through, your wife shall meet her end. Yet, your resolve remains unshaken. Any less would disgrace the Sovereign. Disgrace us all. Shoulder your rifle. We shall press on and see this mission to its completion. That noise doesn't sound like... Oh, blast! Hand me my rifle! My rifle!
Everyone else heard that.
Armed and ready.
Simple.
Nothing ever is.
Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Just say when.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Lift. I could climb up the shaft faster than this. That's it. I'm one. Just as soon as I put these boys down.
That should be it, right? 3 waves, that's usually how many this goes. Oh, slowly. This lift is really very slow.
Oh, that was some kind of universal test? Hope this means we passed.
I mean, we were on all the other decks, right? So I still don't understand what they were trying to do here. So these were Protectorate soldiers that were infiltrating this. I can't understand if they were trying to sabotage this in any way or...
Phase 1. I have suffered grievous wounds. At least one of my lungs meets the open air. LaRue fell swiftly. Screamed for me to help, but if I had remained to aid her, the mission would be at its end. The mission which is now doomed regardless. I arrived here to find the controls non-functional. Since my weapon delivers magnetically contained electric charges, I inserted it into a conduit hoping it would spring to life, but the Fairfield power controls have deteriorated. I wish I could admit relief. That in my heart of hearts, I wished my love to live, despite her traitorism. My darling, I am sorry. But were you here, I would use the last of my strength to slay you. Our feelings are not even a candle to the incandescent love of the Sovereign. Our blood, my blood, for the Protectorate.
Sounds a bit like a cult. This is the first time I noticed actually there's the Moon Man with the hat. Configure the panel to send a power surge. This will allow a user to send a power surge to the box relay, potentially damaging its defenses. Really. Nice. So I just kind of destroyed some of its defenses. Thunderstruck. Yeah, awesome. I mean, what the fuck not, right? Beautiful. Okay. So I think we're just gonna go straight from here. Let's straight this way. So that we can do the side quest for Ines. The companion quest, because she doesn't have a... she doesn't have an ability at the moment. If I go there, they will attack me. Right. Basically, go this direct way. Might be.
Halt! Don't come any closer. Oh, you're not protected. Huh?
Time to earn
What's
my
that noise? That was a close one. Think so.
Let this log serve as a record of the fact that Sentry's first-class Briggs and Jakes are both still loyal to the Protectorate and the Sovereign, despite their acts of desertion. The mental state of Brigadier Montelli has been rapidly degrading over the past few months, and the Vox relay station is no longer safe for even the most loyal subjects. Initially, we assumed he was simply being overly cautious by increasing base security beyond the standards that are required by regulations. Unnecessary, but commendable. This quickly devolved into lashing out, seemingly at random. Finally, he started purging the traitors from our ranks. Any infraction, real or imagined, is now seen as an act of treason and deemed grounds for immediate execution. We could no longer live under the abuse of the paradigm. This may make us traitors in the eyes of our superiors, but we will return to be judged when sanity has returned to the Vox relay station.
Thank you for saving me. I'm waiting here for my partner.
Nice
We'll find the base
glasses.
separately. If you see him, please send him my way.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Oh, and please, take this with you as a token of my thanks.
Yep. We definitely need the light now. Oh, I thought this was kind of like the cave. It isn't. Okay, so I have to find a way around. Oh, level. It's like a big a hill or mountain, I guess. So I might need to all the way around. Oh, it seems like it's a passage right through there. Let's check out this.
Idlers and freeloaders!
Trouble ahead.
Sorry. We'll continue this way after. Just have a look around first. I was hoping that we get another one of those booklets.
Personal audio log, Sergeant Bornsworth. We've been deployed to deal with a new living weapon fielded by Auntie's forces. The previous squad was unprepared for this threat and was consequently torn asunder. Command's intel could never be so lacking as to allow this to occur. So why? They were lulling Auntie's choice into a false sense of security before launching counteroffensive teams. This will undoubtedly save far more lives than it cost. Another stroke of genius from Command. Praise the matriarch. Sergeant Bornsworth, signing off.
Okay, we already have that. It's a bit. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, right? But it's interesting that they give you a chance to get several rolls. Same type, that is. Okay, let's see. dead. Ah. Well, let's have a quick look up this hill. What's that? Drop pod landing zone. Pod shut.
Supply pods?
Alright.
Looks like a fight. Sound off. Who's still upright? Wait, there's more. Why are they just standing there? They spit acid. Take cover. Pan, get back here. Traitor. Shit! Shit!
Said must be where the guy that we just met dropped off. Said he was missing his friend, right? Okay, so I feel like I saw some up there. Reed worm. Why the fuck is it called something like that? Why are these dead? That was close. The fucking... I think the... I crippled or something now from that. And the bloody poisoning doesn't go back. Minus 33% base health. Until I see a doctor or you use an auto block. That's very, very annoying. But I mean, I like it as a game mechanic. You always need to have some drawbacks, of course. Danger and things. Danger and the like. Okay. Oh, there was something up there. There.
Look alive, Commander.
Why are they burning?
Commander, you're bleeding.
This is some disgusting fishing station. Okay, something really here. So we can continue this way. Basically serve the two companion quests and then the main quest. Otherwise we're getting close to the end, I think, on this island at least. lot of dead bodies.
Ah, you finally arrived.
What? Yes, I've arrived, but finally, I'm fairly sure I'm not the person you were expecting.
Indeed, that seems to be the case. I mistook you for a different individual. You have my apologies.
Can I ask who?
Military personnel, preferably the kind who can provide me with updated orders, and decidedly not with, nor in the presence of, anyone who has ever been associated with Auntie's Choice personnel.
I ended my association with Antes of my own accord, if that makes you feel better. Ain't here to do you harm.
Or so you say. I gathered that you weren't here to fight just by looking at you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be engaged in polite conversation. And as a loyal subject, it is my honor to continue to perform my assignment as per my orders, even if the duration of my assignment here has been considerable.
What are you doing here? Fishing? Were your orders to find where to catch the best fish?
I am procuring my rations from the populace of local aquatic fauna using a simple baited trap and the mechanical leverage afforded by a rod. Fishing. Bah.
But you've been assigned to such a peaceful post. Others would jump at the opportunity.
Those who would when there's a war to fight are not worthy of being called soldiers of the Protectorate. I wish to once again take the fight to Antes alongside my fellows. However, my wishes are irrelevant against the needs of the Protectorate and my assigned duties. Additionally, it would do my heart some good to know that my warden and assigned squad companions are well.
It sounds to me like you're worried you've been forgotten.
The Protectorate does not forget its own. Ever. If I have not received new orders, then I am precisely where I'm intended to be. I'll not hear more of such nonsense. Good day.
Free utility slots. That's another person. They just littered throughout.
There you are. Beginning to wonder if you'd ever show up.
Same.
Finally! This any way to treat the sole graduate of Auntie's promotion acceleration program? After I outlasted all them other candidates. Left them at the spires in various stages of rigor mortis, spread across a dozen raptidon gizzards. I'm worn thin, shaky on my land legs after that raft trip, but otherwise raring for my reward for finishing the program. I assume you have the paperwork?
Paperwork for what?
To promote me? Like it says right in the name, Promotion Acceleration Program. The thing I just completed.
Got me confused with someone who knows what in-law's name you're talking about.
You're not from Product Envisioner Ormsby? Fine. Guess I'll cool my heels on the beach a bit longer. Good thing I'm good at doing nothing. Been doing it my whole career until Ormsby handpicked me for the program. Shirked my way through every skill-building activity while my cohorts got chewed up and spit out. Even that self-promoter Cutshall. Self-demoted to the briny deep after he slipped off his rubbish raft. I'm the sole survivor. Total validation of my relaxed work ethic.
How many of your colleagues were in this promotion accelerating thing?
I don't know. Several? I made a real effort to not participate. That braggart Cutshall kept audio logs of each activity at the spires. Go have a listen if you're so all-fired curious. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm still a mite seasick. Think I'll take this opportunity to vomit, then get back to what I do best.
I should actually look out for on the top right. Sometimes there's distress signals as well. Usually completely ignored them, didn't even read them. I can't change that now. Okay, so it's a dead end. But we're just gonna cut in here and then hopefully be able to find the Raptidon Matriarch's cave and continue with side quest for Ines. Holy shit! Why is there so many enemies? I mean, it makes sense because there's obviously the matriarch.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Armed and ready.
Yes, 2 left. This is what we saw from the other side. Alright, here we have the cave.
Hear that? It's challenging us.
Yes, I can fucking hear it. Raptidon Den.
Raptidons are ever malleable. Eden doesn't want them around and they don't belong here.
Time to earn my commission.
Keep howling. We're coming for you.
Look alive, Commander.
Yep. Matriarch's here, all right. Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention.
It seemed pretty proud of itself.
Hey, if I don't celebrate my own stroke of genius, who will?
Yeah.
I'm just happy my acquaintance with these creatures counted for something. You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick. A matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals.
You could mix the pheromone with nebulum, make the matriarch a little woozy and confused.
Oh, not a lot of people know about the hallucinogenic properties of nebulium. Enhanced soldiers keep a vial in case we're captured. It renders us pretty useless to torturers. Let me think. Yeah, 3 parts pheromone and 2 parts nebulium ought to do it.
Nebulium.
Use that as
Well,
the
why not
lure, and the
nebulum?
matriarch won't know what hit her. Ready for this?
Always locked and
I
loaded.
was inquiring more about your current manner of fortitude, but I'll take it. All right, let's do this.
Liquidate Looks like a fight.
Beautiful.
Phew. We should harvest a limb from the matriarch while the body's still warm.
Yep.
The drainage pipe must be coming right from the Vox relay. They're lucky the raps ain't chewed their way through yet.
Okay, so this will be a way into the box relay as well. Okay, well in this case we can actually just fucking jump back and hand this question.
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protector types ever once.
Oh, we can get healed.
I thought I'm still quite busy, so make this quick if you please. Yeah, I'm still up to my lamps and wounded. I can apply some Antis branded deep wound adhesive, but it's hardly.
Beautiful.
Even the slightest scintilla of success.
Welcome, welcome. How can I improve your day? Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
It should probably put me over to level 9 as well.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well.
Can you start a group now?
Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as Crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. The material we harvested from the skeleton crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. I believe either option would suit me fine. Care to share your thoughts?
I think the healing would be better. Like they are fine enough, the companions, with the damage they deal. It's not overly good, but it's okay. But the healing is much better, I think.
Grafting with the matriarch feels right. The enhanced soldier division was designed with Raptidons in mind, and there's nary a specimen finer than our late matriarch. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the Raptidon matriarch will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
Take deep breath, Inez. Think happy thoughts.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word.
Does she still have that arm? No, she doesn't have that extra arm. Cool. Alright, magic bullet. Inez uses her Raptidon Graph to cloak and repeat your position. Once nearby, she throws down a canister of healing mist around her that heals the party while they stand inside of it. Go. 114 DPS. Yeah, like the rookie's reward is level 16 now. Missing that leg. I don't know, it doesn't feel good. You know, the damage is... Well, we'll keep upgrading it. Who knows? Okay, what I want to do is just a few side things here. I'm going to go here. Because I think with my... what's it called? Engineering. I should be able now. Repair the power there and get that fish hut open as well. So, if I remember correctly, I think that's a way up. Yes.
I can feel my senses sharpening. Teeth, too. Also, my appetite. I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight. Of course.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Goodbye.
I think this is the first time I see something called Nimble. Also a shock machine gun. The high fever today is bad. Alrighty. Now. I think that means, that should mean, yeah, you can see the power running here on the power lines to the top. That should mean the house at the bottom there with the fisherman should be open now too. I think the fisherman had done some, they call it mental refreshment. I was just talking basically shit. Yes, there it is. D.R. Devon freshman sessions. Yep, he asked some very smart questions and was done mentally refreshed for that.
No, wait. I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed. Yep, that's me. Refreshed like a loyal subject.
It's sad. Let's have a quick look what's there. So I'm still missing several of those volumes. that rift is very big. Headless resident. Bridge of the Reverend.
Would you look at that? A giant hole in their defenses. Too.
Gluttony. Food, food, food. You don't let a single bite or drop go to waste. Your food and drink now heal for more, or do you move a bit slower in combat? Plus 50% healing. Food and drink. Minus 10% combat movement speed. Oh. I mean, I'll go to Mall, but that doesn't really help me now yet, does it?
You, my friend, are VP material.
I think I've been here before.
Yeah.
Ah. That's where you can head over. Oh, yes! Now I remember. I actually jumped over here onto that ship and then over there. Yeah, I remember doing that. This is... Okay, so if you... And I did that before going here and talking to this person. So now, as soon as you go over without talking to her, she just instantly attacks you. Which is really sad. Hashtag sad. Okay, cool. Well, I'll do something else first. Noticed that Yeah, I saw someone else going here this way, and I missed something. Sure. It's fine, you know. Everyone just thinks. A door there. Shrink ray. Minuscule rift has opened inside of HC5 and cut off our access to the micronizer. Secure the weapon with a diminutive save. Save combination required. Oh. There you go. Plasma grenade. It's decent enough. Okay. Cool. Alright, now. Jump here.
What do you mean you're leaving? Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Okay.
Outside our lab? No.
John Stockton loose. Just give us a...
Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable,
So many of them.
though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me. This is help me formulate a cure. Crazed passerby, you can hear this.
I need to be. The problem is you can't see them very well with all this high wheat or whatever the fuck this is. Oh.
Hello? Calling out.
What do you mean you're squaring up?
Kill.
Keep the order in. I'll take care of him, Commander.
Looks like a fight.
Fraction noted. Dismissal advised.
My subordinates have become irritable, though remain unaccountable for find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Crazed passerby.
On the way. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
Inside the research lab.
Looking through scans, Commander.
to any random... I am trapped inside the research lab. Though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
All charged up. Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed. Happy to help. Discreetly.
Inside the research lab at the former site of Eden's Bounty Agri Center. Formulate a cure. Hello? To any random, non-kill, crazed passerby who can hear this?
No, you have.
Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. My subordinates have become homicidal.
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Remain unaccountable for their actions.
Where is he?
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Formulate a cure.
Knew you had my back. Look at a few cork flow, Commander.
Trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. Find me in the renovated grain silo.
There's only like one left, right?
Formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill, crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I'm trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must. Subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Armed and ready. Where to go?
You know?
Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill, crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me.
Okay, so we have some data here. Looks like the guy who was overrunning this, might be the person that is asking out for help, has been unhappy with the workers, and they have been not enough workers, I guess.
Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill, crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have
I'm going to turn this off.
homicidally irritable, though remain.
But now we've got...
Yeah, it looks like all the researchers were killed.
place is in shambles. What happened here?
Must be. It seems like Ormsby is a complete fraud, but we've heard his name before, actually.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elmet Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor.
Changed the tune a bit since sending that distress signal.
Oh, all that pleading and the like. Yes. Well, it's only my second time trapped in a laboratory basement, and I do admit, I did panic just a little. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment.
How exactly did you end up trapped in here?
The whole thing was ghastly. One of my assistants and I heard a loud noise. He left to investigate while I continued working on our experiment. When he failed to return, I peeked outside and saw the others run in, bloody, gibbering, hunting for targets. They'd clearly been exposed to some virulent new form of experimental agent. I ran back and locked myself in this test chamber to avoid contamination.
A visionary lab like this gets to set its own agenda, right?
Well, you'd certainly think so, but management sets the goals. Our humble research team works to deliver.
Tell me about all this innovative science you're working on.
Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success.
Can it? You must be a visionary scientist to succeed in such haphazard fashion.
Well, of course. Succeeding in a haphazard fashion is one of the first courses taught to Auntie's Choice students in any field. But yes, I am something of a visionary. You see, our lab is a far cry from the others. You're part of something bigger here. The individual not only thrives, but shines even more brightly with the help of their brethren. It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really quite in the best interests of everyone's careers. A rising tide raises all boats, as they say.
I think the word you meant to say was manipulation.
Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? You know, without being killed.
I murdered practically everybody.
Aha, thought so. Sometimes with screaming, it can be difficult to discern intent, like, I'm being killed, can be so close to, I'm running amok. Shame. The staff and I all had such good chemistry together. Suppose it couldn't be helped, though. What matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a firm third.
I'm sure your subordinates find that aptitude quite inspiring attitude.
As you're now one of them, I'll take that as a compliment. But enough glad-handing me. Regarding what we need, well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think?
Indubitably and stuff.
Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters?
I'm something of a self-taught medical expert. I read a chapter once on phrenology.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. I believe that long since discredited, but, you know, such things often come back into fashion. Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter, if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions?
What do I need to do? What, actually?
Oh, my favorite topic.
What's the purpose of your research?
Our lab's focus is the utilization of local flora and fauna in development of commercial products and proprietary methods. Anything else before we set to it?
A visionary lab like this gets to... Oh.
We'll need two things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course.
The old samples aren't good enough. I could probably scrape up some of the goo.
Fresh spores will be key in the formulation of an antidote, as will the particulars and analysis from the expedition. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds, a satellite lab to this one, if you will. Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues, so best not murder them all in the meantime.
That's a bit late for that.
Typical Auntie's choice. Moving fast. Moving fast and breaking things.
I mean, technically they're all dead, right? There's no one left.
Report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the audacious Advances field team. Right now, as we approach the rapid nest, certainly the spirited variety will offer. No.
Yep, they've been torn asunder. I have so many high security boxes. Definitely go back to the ship and...
I've had my fill of wrangling spores. This should be enough for the antidote.
And check out, yeah, I also have enough keys to open at least, I would say, 2, probably, not more.
most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Insert that data cartridge. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
Let's do that.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote?
Not so fast. I discovered some troubling accusation about you in one of the terminals.
Oh, please. Reject cynicism. Reject negativity and allegation and lies, right? I mean, let's. Choose positivity, whimsy, delight. Those are the waters I want to swim in, not mired in that sort of swamp. I feel that so much, don't you?
I get the distinct impression you're trying to change the subject.
Well, sometimes sharing the benefits of research also means apportioning some degree of the danger, offsetting accountability to others, sharing the blame. Why, it could have been me out there, you know, had I been simply another unwitting, unknowing participant. Thankfully, I benefited by having advanced knowledge of what might occur, and safely situated myself here.
I think you should accept responsibility here.
Well, I mean, did I play fast and loose to produce results quickly? Of course. We're Auntie's Choice. That's how we operate. Did I turn the lab itself into an experiment? Research is an ongoing cavalcade of ethical dilemma and outward regret. At the end of the day, the only rule Auntie has is don't get caught. But you won't tell, though, yes? We're still chums, though, you and I, having come through so much together.
Let's just get this over with.
Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
What an ass. escape suit. Right, I want to just check out something here, and then we'll do the other side quest for Niles.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contract.
I must ask you to hold still.
Right.
I must say,
Hi.
I'm rather amazed.
Hello again. Hope you... Much obliged. That feels night and day better already. Protectorate forces won't know what hit them once I'm back in the field. Thanks again, friend.
Okay, we'll head back here, jump over, and then we do this quest here. Like the map is not the best because it doesn't actually, you can't really see which way, what the way is here on the map. Sometimes, and I found it in Outer Worlds 1 more annoying. Here so far it has been okay, but the problem with that is basically, other than the fog of war, you don't really know where you've been and where you haven't, other than with the fog of war, because you can't actually see where the paths are. Some of Sebulon's fellow subversives were captured after infiltrating the Vox relay station. Free them and get the cipher before they're shipped off.
Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and avoided.
Guns, cut the boats. Just keep us
System of fire.
Alrighty.
You again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late.
You mean too late?
I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me.
Tough to have survived all that.
Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out on the others, I guess. Quick, though, before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster.
Should head back to Zebulon now.
Please don't think me ungrateful for your efforts, but I'm not going anywhere.
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces.
That might just be the most ruthless bait and switch I ever heard. Your friends ought to be proud.
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar.
It's usually best practice to blow up ships you're not on board.
I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
Niels, you're an engineer. Quite engineering. What do you think?
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
I think letting order aboard with the Sentinel is the safest option. Can you save her? Thinking of maybe I should go back and kind of go for engineering 4. Let's see what happens with that.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
thought we were done for now. You were getting...
We're not...
Esculape? Mont... She... Quick, though. Before I forget her, we're into...
If you're...
No, that... Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your... I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I
That
was
won't
being
work.
tortured,
Must
I
just
saw
have an
some
automated fire
frayed
suppression.
wires near the fuel system.
You know your stuff, Commander.
What do you propose?
Not blowing...
You know... Please.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance.
Did I already change the fucking engineering on this?
We're not...
Esculape? Mont... She... Quick, though. Before I forget her...
If you're...
No, that... Thanks. Funny what I... I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical... What do you...
Not...
You... Please.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Yes, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit.
Excellent work. I see why Zebulon liked having you around. I'd say I won't forget how you've helped me, but, well, you know. Tell Zeb what happened, won't you? That it was my decision. And I was at peace with it.
If more people were as brave as you are, the Protectorate would already be history.
The bravest thing I ever did was start thinking for myself. Everything else after that's been easy.
Good luck, Audra.
Likewise. And thank you both again.
Well, that is unsatisfying. Don't want to die. But I'm just going to go around here to actually, hopefully, get a quick travel point.
A lot of Protectorate strung up there. Dead or dying slow. What in the...
Oh, those are the Dragoons that we sent.
These damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Oh, even my damn... I politely request you cease defiling the corpses of...
Yeah, fair enough. So those are the Dragoons that were sent from the repair station that are all corrupted. And if you activate them, they will basically attack the soldiers. But I think when we go back, we should be able to just go in with the writ we got from the mayor person.
You've returned, but where are the others? Hold a moment. What's that in the sky? A Protectorate transport? What in the blazes was that?
We have some bad news about your team. They didn't make it.
What do you mean? All of them?
Your team was dead before we arrived, and Audra sacrificed herself to blow up that ship.
And you didn't think to dissuade her? Damn it, Niles! Our cause isn't served by more corpses.
On the other nights, he tried to reason with her.
You're right. I apologize. Audra was never one for half measures. I know all too well how stubborn she can be. Still, her loss will be felt. Was she at least able to give you the cipher before the end?
Yes.
I wish the success of this venture had not come at such a terrible cost. But at least it was not for nothing. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly.
Don't call me Shirley. Don't worry about it. Just glad we could help out.
I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
I'm gonna head back to the ship. So let's see if we can talk to Niles.
Lara, you owe me a sparring session. Get your gloves and warm up.
What? Again? Got Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher?
Let's give it a chance before passing judgment. She might surprise us.
Heard and acknowledged, Commander.
Do you have any opinions on our crew?
Always up for a little backfence talk, though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Can't say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable, and shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's Choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day. Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind? Oh yeah? What's needling you? Anyway,
Seems you've been scouted by Fairfield's finest to assist our efforts in the war. You know, since the ceasefire will inevitably fail. If you do, it'll be great for the folk here. And great for my resume, if I'm honest. Few bullet points like that, maybe it'll be enough to win me a spot on a higher rung. And you? If you help, what are you getting out of this?
Honestly, I just don't want a warhawk and a narcissist going
Not that I
unchecked.
disagree with your assessment, but I find it mighty interesting that you think you got the authority to supersede them altogether. See, Val helpfully filled me in on your own predicament. Hunting down a fellow agent, huh? I thought you folk were all about nobility, duty, camaraderie above all. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have?
I'm authorized to do whatever it takes to find justice.
Suppose that tracks. You agents are untouchable, or so the story goes. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate. You and Ibarra are the first agents I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for Ibarra, verdict's still out. He insults Auntie's Choice a mite too much for my liking. But that's the Earth Directorate's company policy, ain't it?
I'm not going to lecture you for your loyalty, if that's what you're worried about.
No, I get that. If you wanted to, you would have done so already. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving. Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry. Fine by me. How personal are we talking? Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best.
Say by who?
My commanding officer, and the surgeon who performed the operation, I imagine. I wasn't lucid at the time. When I regained consciousness, I saw that my service pistol was gone, and a termination notice was in its place. I put 2 and 2 together. Law, that was a bad morning. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage.
Where's your company now?
Oh, that information is outside my purview. I miss my platoon. Most of the time. I hope they're holding on okay wherever they are. Huh. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right.
Sounds like you miss him.
Of course I do. Can't help but wonder if I'm missed in return. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on those out of sight and out of mind. Right. If this new graft fails, you mean? Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise Island. The fact that you and I met at all is a testament to Doc's skill. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many times. You know that as well as I do. Oh, I couldn't even tell you who that doctor was or where they're stationed. Grafting was a procedure in its infancy, see? So corporate like to keep things hush-hush. Can't say I like the thought of it. Could have been cut open in the middle of a cave for all I know. I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. What matters is the here and now. Fine by me? Well, like I said, we were both in the same unit. Me as a combat medic, him as a machine gunner. Everyone in my unit was from Tau Ceti, so we already had that in common. And we served on the front lines, which made us look out for one another that much more. See, most of us were laborers, and we just got our first real shot at something greater. We wanted to make a name for ourselves, and what better way to do that than become a hero? Our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. And our days of living in squalor would be far behind us. It ain't like they forced us to join up. We did that on our own. And it said in our contract that they could send us wherever we were needed. Can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun. I reckon that's a difference in perspective. We spent a week crouched in the same foxhole under aerial bombardment. Shared water 1 sip at a time by the end of it. Anyone would have been friends after that. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Maybe I'll tell him that over a beer one day. Praise him in front of the whole saloon. Law knows he's got a thing for heroics.
I have a feeling he might be dead. I'm glad you two survived. How did the rest of you fare?
Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate 5 limbs. I'm thankful every day that the Protectorate can't aim for shit. He kept me clear-headed. Every so often there'd be a lull in the bombardments and I'd hear voices all across the field, calling out for aid, for mama, for death. Almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble out of the foxhole the first night. I heard a call for help and moved on instinct. Damn foolish of me, really. Ortiz told me not to panic, to wait till he could provide cover, to just shout first aid instructions where I could. It was too valuable to fall in battle, he said. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life. I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always.
Updating ship reminder. Earth Directorate. Furthermore, Any opinions expressed in favor of this unit is available to answer any.
Alright, manager's tasking head. I have 14. Mode detonator. Fire subtle explosive beacons that stick on impact. Loading detonates beacons. Damage scales with explosive skill. 8 keys. Interesting weapon. 40% energy recharge rate. Projectiles that come too close will automatically be destroyed at the cost of the user's energy. Tactical projectile defense dome. That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, a lot of things will probably not be projectiles, like if they spit at you and stuff, but still, as a passive thing, that sounds amazing. I think I will use that. Native species, light 2. That's an armor. Sound radius for a weapon is decreased by 25%, decreasing to 50 with a sneak skill. Murderer's best friend. Coats with blood after each stealth kill, granting 20% damage and crouched movement speed until discovered. Max 3 stacks. At max, footsteps become completely silent. Yeah, you can do this insane, silent, murderous build, because I think, you know, with the perks here of, what is it? Psychopath. Right. Gain bonus damage against any faction you have negative reputation with. And then serial killer. After killing a human, you have a chance to automatically harvest their heart. Humans you kill that don't fight back or went hostile when you attack them will always have the heart harvested. Yeah, that's insane. Okay. Detonator. Okay, cool. So we have those in the moment. Escape suit, yeah. Oh, I thought there was a gadget. Wasn't? Was it then? Was it an armor? No, it's a helmet. Projectiles that come too close will automatically be destroyed at the cost of the user's energy. So what armor do I have at the moment? 5 crit, 40% critical damage. I don't mind that at all, right? We lose 5% crit and 40% crit damage, which is a lot. 40% crit damage is a lot. Keep the head on for now. Ah, we should actually put this on. Way better. Well. Niles. Niles weapon now deals plasma damage, deals slightly increased. Shock damage has significantly increased. Let's do plasma. His armor, immunity to shock side effects. Immunity corrosive. Shock. Valerie. Oh, the first quest was just to kind of like get her the ability. Okay, fair. Oh, no mod available. Additional inhaler, grenade, weapon slot. Cool.
Auntie's Choice Antibiotics cures most infections overnight and smooths away stubborn wrinkles.
Okay. All right. Can I actually see which ones I already have? Well, that's a thing for next time. I think, yeah, it's midnight. I need to actually wake up quite early tomorrow. So this is it for today.